Hello, I'm Kindton the Genius, and today we will continue our tutorial on working with XML or learning XML using LINQ to XML in C#. We've covered tutorial 1, which is how to read XML using LINQ to XML with X element. Today's class will be about the same thing, but this time we are going to use X documents. It's better you know different methods so that it will be very easy for you. Remember, LINQ stands for Language Integrated Query, where you have to write a query to query a dataset without actually having to connect to the database. If you've not gone through tutorial 1, you can also continue with tutorial 2. Tutorial 1 is not a prerequisite, it's a standalone tutorial, just like every other tutorial. So you can just continue in this lesson, it will be very clear. Alright, let's put out this PowerPoint and let's go back to .NET where we stopped. So in tutorial 1 we actually wrote this function. We created 2 files and we wrote this function, and we imported 3 XML files into our program. One is book.xml, which is this. The other one is books, which is also similar to book. And we imported also, we have this plain ads, and we have personnel. It's a short file there. Alright, so let's continue from where we stopped. Now I'm going to change the name of this function. Okay, let's just leave it. So let's just write another function. Let's call this function, the function is going to be, let's call it, because this time we are using X document, so let's call it read XML with X document. Alright, so this is the name of our function, and let's just put a comment to show what this function is going to do. Read an XML file using X document. Remember that before you can work with XML, you need to add system.xml.link, system.xml, and system.link. I also told you that before you can import a file, an XML file, you need to change the properties of that file to copy always. So the copy to output directory, change it to copy always. Okay. Alright, so let's now write this query or this function. This time we are going to read this XML file using X document. So what you are going to do is simply start in the same way. X document, okay, equal to X document. Remember, you don't have to create a new X document because they are abstract. They are abstract classes. You don't have to create instance of them. So book.xml. So it's about the same like before. So sorry, X document.load. Yeah. If you are using a string of XML, you can use X document.pass. As in you use this. But if you are loading from a file, you use X document.load. Alright, so the next thing you have to define is a type that will hold the list. It's a data structure that is going to hold the list of items from the XML file, and that data structure will be an IEnumerable type, and it's going to hold types of X elements. Okay, so remember that X document contains X elements. So let's say X elements, IEnumerable X elements. Okay, books, so it's a list of books also, is equal to X document dot element. It's about the same like before. So we are declaring books to hold all the elements in X document. So all the elements refers to all the nodes inside this document. Alright, let's move to the next line. The next line is going to now iterate through all these items, through all the books in this document and display them. So what we are going to do is for each book in books, okay, for each book in books, because books now contain all the books, okay, for each book in books. So let's write to the screen console dot write line. Okay, so we now write book console dot write line book. Alright, so this is exactly how it works. Let's now call this function. So this is our main program, so let's just call the function. The name of the function is this. Fn stands for this file we created, so let's just call the function inside dot reads xml with x document. Remember, this is the name of the function. Alright, let's run it to see how it will display. So it's telling us cannot find book.xml. Okay, I think we made a mistake. So the name is actually books.xml. Books.xml. So let's run it and see. So you can see it displays the list of books. So let me just add a horizontal line to separate all one book from the other. So let me just say console.write line. This time I'm going to add a horizontal line to separate. Okay, let me use a different symbol. So there is going to be a separator between one book and another book. So if we run it now, okay, I need to put a semicolon at the end of this line. So if I run it now, everything, wow, it's just adding one. Okay, let's see where we got it wrong. Okay. So now I will explain what is happening to you. It's writing all the book at once. Okay. So there is nothing we can do actually in this case. Alright, so I think we are done here. So let's see. The next tutorial will be, let's see what the next tutorial is going to be. It's going to be how to access a single element in an XML file. So I'm going to stop here. Remember to click on the subscribe button down below. Just locate the subscribe button, click on it so that when I make the next tutorial, you will be notified immediately.